Hello, and welcome to Parks and Recreation. Thank you for joining in today's onboarding orientation training. We are so glad you are here with us today to learn about our wonderful division under the Lexington Fayette Urban County Government. My name is Phoebe Kingsley, and I will be teaching you all about Lexington Parks and Recreation. I have worked for Parks and Recreation since 2017 and became the first person in the history of our Parks Division to work in all three sections under our division. Working under each section gave me a lot of insight of what goes on within each area independently and how the sections come together to collaborate on new and exciting projects throughout the years. Today's training will cover a general basis of knowledge for Parks and Recreation, including the mission, vision, values and goals, chain of command, division and department breakdown, emergency situations and media policies, and how to find important resources after your orientation. This material will provide lots of important information all across our Parks Division. After you view this training video, your on-site manager will continue your onboarding training process and will be there to answer any other questions you may have. We'll start by going over Parks and Recreation mission, vision, and value statements. Our mission is to build community and enrich life through parks, programs, and play. We want our programs and parks to give a sense of belonging, to be inclusive, and to provide exciting, fun, and most importantly, a safe space for our participants. Our vision is to inspire imagination and exploration. The values we uphold are community, stewardship, inclusion, collaboration, and innovation. As employees, our goal is to give every visitor to a park, golf course, community center, and every participant in a summer camp or art program the same positive experience. You are now making those great things happen, and we can't wait to see how successful you are while you are here. Parks has 5 goals we're always striving to maintain. These are the 5 greats: great spaces, experiences, stewardship, engagement, and leadership. Great spaces connect people in a variety of environments through parks and spaces. Great experiences help promote health, wellness, and experiences for our growing population through programs and events. Great stewardship means that we value Lexington's resources through conservation, preservation, education, and sustainable management practices. Great engagement is making sure we engage all members of the community in planning and promoting quality parks and programs. Great leadership assures that the people, process, and finances are managed efficiently and effectively. We serve the City of Lexington and Fayette County residents and any tourists who visit. The citizens of Lexington and Fayette County elect the mayor and council members. The general public uses parks and recreation facilities and participate in our programs and events. They serve on committees and join groups that want to make Lexington a great American city with a great park system. Working together and sharing ideas far and wide helps build our sense of community and allows Lexington to be the best it can be. Did you know there are over 100 parks that our division oversees? People with access to safe parks and trails are most likely to exercise more and have fewer health risks like lower rates of obesity, heart disease, and diabetes. Parks help keep cities cooler and clean the air by naturalization. Individual trees help reduce heat by 6 to 10 degrees, and large shady groupings can reduce high temperatures by up to 10 to 20 degrees. Parks attract residents and businesses, increase property values, and property tax revenues. Moving into our upper management portion of the training, at the top of command is our Mayor, Linda Gordon. Re-elected back in November 2022, Mayor Gordon is currently serving her second term as Lexington Mayor. Following under the Mayor, we have 3 at-large council members, including James Brown and Chuck Ellinger, and Vice Mayor Dan Wu. From there, the citizens of Lexington elect 12 district council members who represent each district area in the greater Lexington-Fayette County. The map here provides a great visual for how the districts are divided in our city and county. Our CIO, or also known as Chief Administrative Officer, is Sally Hamilton. She and her team help ensure that policies established by the mayor, council, and charter are followed and develops programs to meet current and future organizational and community needs. The CIO office has direct administrative control and supervision over the following divisions: diversity and inclusion, government communications, human resources, and the purchase of development rights. In addition, each department commissioner reports to the CIO. The Division of Parks and Recreation falls under the umbrella of General Services, with our director reporting to the commissioner, Chris Ford. General Services is made up of facilities management, fleet services, parking, Parks and Recreation, the mailroom, utilities, and security. The Director of Parks and Recreation, who is Monica Conrad, oversees operations, programming, and planning. Our Department of General Services strives to serve other divisions of government in an efficient and effective manner with a customer-first philosophy. All right, now we will go a step further to expand your knowledge of parks as a division. Parks breaks into 3 sections: maintenance, recreation, and enterprise. The deputy directors who are at the top of these sections are Chris Cooperrider, Adrian Thakur, and Michael Johnson. This is our most current organizational chart. It provides a visual for you to better understand how our programs are grouped together to make up each section. At the top of our chain of command is the administrative office, where our director, Monica, oversees all of parks and recreation. The 3 deputy directors report straight to Monica and oversee their sections as a whole. There are many areas that come together to make up Parks and Rec, and we will go into that more next. So, this is just another way to read the information from the last slide. As you can see, the Deputy Director over Maintenance is Chris Cooperrider. He oversees all of building maintenance, greenway trails maintenance, aquatics maintenance, landscaping, grounds maintenance, special events support, park patrol, security, and safety. Enterprise is overseen by Deputy Director Michael Johnson, which includes planning and design, grants and project management, golf courses and programs, aquatics operations, and rentals. Last but definitely not least is Recreation, which is overseen by Adrian Thakur. Recreation is made up of community outreach, including volunteers and community centers, natural areas, equestrian and outdoor programs, marketing and public information, therapeutic recreation programs, cultural arts, special events, extended school programs, and athletic programs. We have about 150 civil service employees who are either classified or unclassified full-time workers, along with 600 to 800 seasonal employees that we hire on during peak seasons of the year. We also have advisory boards for specific areas and volunteers who donate their free time to parks. Our fiscal year follows federal and educational standards, meaning it runs from July 1 to June 30th. Our budget breaks down into operating and capital budgets. Our capital budget includes grant funds, fund balance reallocation, park acquisition fund, and public-private partnerships. Detailed here are our most recent budget and revenue numbers. Potentially one of our most important slides is our CAPRA slide. The NRPA, which stands for National Recreation and Park Association, has an accreditation process for parks and recreation agencies across the United States. The NRPA's Commission for Accreditation of Park and Recreation Agencies, which is what CAPRA stands for, provides quality assurance and quality improvement of accredited park and rec agencies by providing a management system of best practices. CAPRA is the only national accreditation of parks and recreation agencies. It is a valuable measure of agencies' overall quality of operation, management, and service to the community. Lexington Parks and Recreation has received this level of accreditation first back in 2007, and we have been re-accredited every 4 to 5 years since. Currently, there are about 200 accredited parks and recreation agencies across the United States. We have a CAPRA team who works diligently and successfully to maintain our accreditation status. That's made up of about 10 people across parks and recreation in different sections to cover all topics that the process requires. That being said, it does not solely fall on these 10 individuals and absolutely takes thought and time from each and every Parks and Recreation employee to stay CAPRA accredited. At the end of the day, working for Parks and Recreation requires a lot of customer service skills while working with the public. Remember to always provide excellent customer service in every minute you are on Parks property, speaking to a patron, or just wearing your LFUCG uniform while traveling to work. Keep in mind as well that everyone is a customer, whether it is a family walking to a park or a coworker from another area coming to your facility. External customer service is critical to the public's image of Parks and Recreation. Internal customer service assures that the workplace will be courteous and enjoyable. Communicate patiently, clearly, and simply. Listen with open eyes and ears. Be honest about what you do know and what you don't know, and when you need help. Seek answers from your supervisor. Be efficient with yours and the customer's time to avoid unverified information from outside sources. Know your area front to back. Taking the initiative to learn about your facility or programming area allows you to be able to answer frequently asked questions fast and easily and helps you navigate complex situations when they arise. Practice empathy to understand and share your feelings with others. Finally, always follow up with your managers or customers to make sure that the problems and tasks are completely resolved. This can also open the floor to gain feedback from the customer, coworkers, or managers to smooth out any other hiccups in the process. Okay, I know that was probably a lot of information, and you will soon find out that there is so much more that goes on within Parks and Recreation that you still need to learn. So gear up, and here we go. Maintenance is a very important section of Parks and Recreation. They manage, all things maintenance that is needed throughout our park facilities and properties. Just a few examples of duties that our maintenance crews handle are event setup and breakdown, groundskeeping, facility renovations and cleaning, storm damage cleanup, litter pickup, and sports fields maintenance. The maintenance districts are Cardinal Run, Douglas, Downtown, Jacobson, Masterson Station, North Base, Shiloh, and Veterans. The district bases help serve the smaller, unstaffed parks while maintaining their larger base park. Special events, landscaping, and skilled trades crews are also managed under the maintenance section. Bring Back the Bluegrass is an initiative located at about a third of our parks that focuses on the naturalization process and returning parklands to native habitat types. Naturalized areas aren't just beneficial for wildlife, they're also beneficial for people near them. These areas improve water quality, reduce runoff, and lower the carbon footprint. Over 75 acres of parkland are undergoing the naturalization process, which can include less mowing and targeted invasive species removal to encourage native plants to return and thrive. Some of our other facilities under maintenance include 5 dog parks, which are Coldstream, Jacobson, Masterson, and Wellington, and recently added to the list Veterans Dog Park. The 2 dog lodges are Phoenix Park and Pleasant Ridge Park. We also have 4 skate parks, which are located at Berry Hill, Kirk Levington, Valley, and Woodland Park. Starting in recreation are the outreach, partnerships, and volunteering programs. Over the years, there has been a big increase for community involvement with our parks, which has brought the need to expand our opportunities for public members. The Partnership Program is a program to expand resources for recreation opportunities, improve service delivery, and enhance the amenities offered at our facilities. Adopt a Park helps improves a local park through cleanup, access to play initiatives, programming, and beautification projects. Volunteering for parks gives residents an opportunity to leave a lasting impact on facilities, green spaces, and programs. Park and Play and Summer Playground Days is a mobile recreation program that provides safe, engaging programming in neighborhood parks. We have 5 community centers. They are Castlewood, Dunbar, Kenwick, William Wells Brown, and Tates Creek Community Center. Our community centers serve as vibrant hubs where individuals of all ages and abilities can come together to learn, grow, and connect. We foster a sense of belonging by offering diverse programs from art workshops to family engagement events and activities for the community to stay fit and where all people are welcome. Natural Areas has 4 parks under its umbrella: Heisel Farm, McConnell Springs, Raven Run Nature Sanctuary, and Kelly's Landing. Heisel Farm is a unique park since it is only located 5 miles northeast of downtown Lexington, allows patrons to ride horses and walk their dogs on the meadow paths, and even features a 10-lane archery range. McConnell Springs, also known as the founding and naming site of Lexington, is a 26-acre reclaimed park that is preserved with natural springs right in the heart of the city. Raven Run Nature Sanctuary is known to be our largest park in Lexington, consisting of 735 acres right on the cusp of Fayette County. Filled with so much history, you can go there to hike and to be immersed in nature and learn about the outdoors. Kelly's Landing is the newest park under Natural Areas. It is the one and only park in Fayette County that has public access to the Kentucky River. Neighboring the river, Kelly's Landing provides amazing views of the Kentucky Palisades, which are steep cliffs made up of limestone. You may remember me mentioning Masterson Station Park when I was covering our maintenance facility locations. That's not all that Masterson has to offer. Being one of our larger parks, it is home to our equestrian program, which cares for retired working horses. These horses are used in programs that include individual horseback riding lessons for all ages and experience levels, therapeutic horsemanship classes, and internship opportunities. Outdoor and adventure programs include a wide range of activities to enjoy outside. Some of these are archery, backpacking, canoeing, fishing, kayaking, rock climbing, and bouldering. Additionally, Explore More Outdoors and Mindful Movements are two programs that have been added to the outdoor programming area. These programs typically are located at, but not limited to, Heisel Farm, Jacobson Park, McConnell Springs, Raven Run, and even venture out to the Kentucky River. Our summer camps may be some of our most high-demand programs in recreation, and we offer a variety of them for our community. We have Art Kids, Camp Kearney, and CIT, which is a counselor and training camp, Dance Babies, Dance Kids, Equestrian, ESP Summer Fun Camp, Rising Leaders Teen Camp, Golf Camp, Basketball and Cheer Clinics, Tennis and Swim Camp, Therapeutic Recreation Camps, and lastly, Football Combines. Our camps are for all interests, ability levels, and ages. Parks Public Information Office, or PIO, is located at the Dunbar Community Center and operates under the Recreation section. Paul Hooper, who is our Information Office Supervisor, and his team are in charge of all of our parks marketing, updating social media pages, website edits, setting out internal and external newsletters, and so much more. The social media pages we have are Facebook and Instagram. Check these out and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on announcements and events coming up in other sections you may not be aware of. Therapeutic Recreation, or better known as TR, helps provide opportunities for persons with disabilities throughout their lifespan to enjoy activities through recreation, leisure, and play, and to showcase their talents and abilities. Lexington Parks and Recreation is the only TR program in Kentucky to have a Certified Therapeutic Recreation Specialist, also known as a CTRS. TR programs are offered in 21 different recreation facilities and parks in Lexington and collaborates closely on programming with the Lexington Senior Center, operated by the Division of Social Services. Moving right into cultural arts, Artworks has a variety of programs for our more creative participants. Cultural arts programs are primarily held at Artworks at the Carver School, Moondance Amphitheater, Pam Miller Downtown Arts Center, and the Tates Creek Ballroom. Programs offered are indoor archery, karate, kiddie capers and other dance programs, painting, pottery, printmaking, and more. Special events work with a variety of vendors, internal staff, and more to put on events throughout every season of the year. Offering something for everyone, some events include Ballet Under the Stars, Big Band and Jazz, Bluegrass 10,000 and Fun Run, East End Evenings, Fall Events and Programs, Festival Latino de Lexington, 4th of July Celebration, Freaky Flicks, and Friday Flicks. Continuing here, some more popular events are the Halloween Festival and Thriller Parade, Jack-O-Lantern Trail, Juneteenth Celebration, Kentucky Sheep and Fiber Festival, Kite Fest, Lexington St. Patrick's Parade and Festival, Southland Jamboree, Summer Nights in Suburbia, Swingin' Under the Stars, the Woodland Art Fair, and Yappy Hours. ESP, which stands for the Extended School Program, and the Recreation, Enrichment, and Learning Program, also known as REAL, offer affordable, high-quality childcare. For nearly 30 years, beginning in 1993 at Stonewall Elementary, these programs have offered reliable after-school and summer care for Lexington's elementary students through ESP and middle school students who are hosted by REAL. ESP and REAL programs share a partnership with Lexington Parks and Rec and the Fayette County Public School System. The Athletics Office oversees internal athletic leagues like football, cheerleading, pickleball, and summer basketball. Summer basketball includes the Dirt Bowl League, a legendary and historical part of Lexington Parks and Recreation. It has been around since the early 1970s, with the original courts at Douglas Park being just dirt, hence the name. Athletics also partners with third-party organizations to offer a variety of other youth and adult athletic programs. Athletics has a scholarship program to sponsor participants in some of these third-party organizations. Our small but mighty planning and design and project management team does a lot of behind-the-scenes work before a major renovation takes place around parks. They put together surveys, design strategies, and architectural plans for future parks projects. They use grants and capital funds to utilize towards parks improvements like playground rebuilds, trail renovations, and spray ground upgrades. We have 5 golf courses across Lexington, which are Gay Brewer Junior Course at Picadome, Kearney Hills Golf Links, Lakeside, Tates Creek, and Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook also features our one and only foot golf course. For disc golf, the 18-hole courses we have are at Shillito, Veterans, and Jacobson, and we have one 9-hole course at River Hill Park. Under aquatics, we have 6 aquatic centers, which are Castlewood, Douglas, Tates Creek, Shiloh, Southland, and Woodland. The 5 spray grounds in Lexington are located at Castlewood Park, Charles Young, Douglas, Jacobson, and Masterson. Jacobson Park also features our one and only marina and boat dock. The dock offers pedal and kayak rentals and a concession stand throughout the warm season, which typically runs from April to October. The rentals program has facilities and areas around Lexington available to rent by the public. Our indoor rentals include the Bell House, McConnell Springs and Raven Run Educational Rooms, Tates Creek Ballroom, Camp Kearney, Castlewood Barn, Kearney Hills and Picadome Outing Room, and the Pam Miller Downtown Arts Center. Our picnic shelter rentals are full-day rentals available at the following parks: Idle Hour, Jacobson, Masterson Station, Shiloh, Southland, and Veterans Park. Aside from those facilities, there are free first-come, first-serve picnic shelters located at over 50 other smaller parks across Lexington. While working in a park or at a parks facility, especially if it is a public area, events and situations of any kind could arise. These events could be non-emergency situations that are not life or death, but may need to be reported to authorities anyway, and usually have more flexibility within the action timeframe. Non-emergency situations could potentially escalate into emergency situations. Non-emergencies could potentially escalate into emergency situations quickly if the appropriate action is not taken when you first become aware of the issue at hand. You should always remember the 2 phone numbers to contact the Lexington Police Department. The non-emergency number is 859-258-3600. And in the event of an emergency, call 911 and contact your supervisor immediately. 2 examples of common events in parks that may need police presence are lost children and physical evidence. During a lost child emergency, time is of the essence, so remain calm but act quickly and thoughtfully. In the event that this happens at your worksite, you should alert all staff with the description of the missing child. Assign staff to search last known locations, notify the parents, and utilize public address systems if available. If the internal search is unsuccessful, then this would become a serious emergency and you will need to contact the police immediately. A non-emergency example would be if you got to work and noticed that there was broken glass or perhaps a needle on the sidewalk outside your facility. You should still report it to the non-emergency line and also notify your supervisor. This would not be an immediate situation that requires authorities, but please remember to not tamper with the evidence or the scene and let police officers handle everything when they arrive. If you happen to see a police presence in your area, this could be an assigned park patrol officer. Park patrol may be any Lexington police officer or sergeant who is assigned to patrol a park, pool, or any special event that occurs on LFUCG property and is being paid through funding provided by the Division of Parks and Recreation. We also have park ambassadors who are civilian employees of the Division of Parks and Rec, assigned to aid citizens by being visible and approachable and serving as a source of information for people visiting a park or attending a park event. Park ambassadors are not security and are not responsible to take any enforcement action. At our large-scale events or even busy times of the year, you may also see police officers handling traffic control for a nearby construction zone, blocking off roadways for an upcoming event or parade, or just providing aid with a broken traffic light. Whether at a special event or parks facility, please be sure to take the necessary steps to ensure the safety and security of citizens who visit our local parks by communicating with your supervisor and any city police. During an unplanned media event, timely and accurate information is of the essence. When reporters don't have any information from official sources, they will seek it out elsewhere, which can be inaccurate and damaging. Examples of an unplanned media event could be a significant accident or incident that could result in sickness or even death of a guest or employee, damage to park property, environmental hazards, criminal activity, or anything else of significant nature that is impacting the operations or reputation of parks. In the case that this media presence appears at your worksite wanting to speak with you, you should contact your manager or direct supervisor immediately. Notify them of the media presence and have them contact Paul Hooper, our information office supervisor. Do not give them any information. Instead, say something respectful and clear like, "No, I cannot make any statements, but let me contact my supervisor." By giving any type of statement, you are being a spokesperson for the city, and providing incorrect or incomplete information may have unintended negative consequences. Reputational risk is anything that has the potential to damage the public's perception of your organization. Common types of risks and causes are unsafe work conditions, malware attacks, data breaches, noncompliance with standards, procedures, and policies, and misuse of branding. When you are wearing an LFUCG uniform, you are a representation of our community, and remember, the public is always watching. Be mindful of the impact that you have on the public when wearing an LFUCG and Parks and Recreation logo, on clock or not. For example, avoid purchasing alcohol in your uniform, driving irresponsibly in a company vehicle, littering or misuse of company property and equipment, and always get approval from the PIO before using any external content with branding. Once this training is over, I suggest that you check out our main website, lexingtonky.gov, for more information like our employee handbook and other important information about LFUCG and Parks and Rec. To find the employee handbook, go to the website and click the Working tab at the top of the page. Scroll down to the bottom to access the City Employee Benefits, Employee Handbook, and additional employee information pages. To get to our internal site, also known as our intranet or Lex link, hit Additional Information, and towards the right of the screen, select the Lex link homepage link. Please note that the Lex link can only be accessed on the city's network domain or off-network with a city network ID. Here is where you can locate information and resources used across LFUCG government. You can search for what you need or hover over departments at the top ribbon bar and select the CIO office. You can find forms, templates, manuals, and policies, and even look up our entire government employee directory here. When you first report to work, you should be trained on how to clock in and out during your scheduled shift. We use the Pendulum Enterprise AcroPrint timekeeping system, and here is a picture of what they would look like at your facility. You should always keep track of your time worked, and remember to clock in at the beginning of your shift, before and after lunch if advised to do so, and at the end of your shift before you leave your work location. If the time clock at your facility is under maintenance or unavailable for any reason, you should refer to paper timesheets and ask your on-site manager for guidance on tracking work time. The federal labor law requires at least a 30-minute lunch if you work over 5 hours, so make sure you work that into your schedule with your manager, unless otherwise directed. Our payroll calendar is available on the intranet, and every facility should have the current calendar posted in a public area for you to access. We operate on a bi-weekly pay schedule, and direct deposits get posted on Friday. If you are a new hire, your first check will most likely be a paper copy, and your manager will retrieve and pass that along to you. Payroll and hiring downtown requires all employees to set up a direct deposit for the paychecks to be deposited into thereafter. If you ever have issues or questions concerning your time worked or paycheck details, please contact your supervisor or payroll coordinator as soon as you discover the discrepancy. The last bit of information here will not pertain to every employee, and in fact, most employees will only use a couple of these applications during their time of work. I will go over them briefly just to give a general understanding of what you may use in your area. The first two here are obviously golf related. Golf Now is a popular way for our participants to sign up for tee times and find course locations near you. Golf Genius is managed by our golf staff and is internally known as Play Golf Lex. You can also sign up there for tee times and find out more information about our tournaments and upcoming golf events. Maintenance Connection is a site used to submit and track work orders for various needs throughout Parks facilities. Pendulum Enterprise is the database that we use to record keep our punch times. PeopleSoft is used for HR, payroll and financing, and management purposes. ProCare is a portal used by ESP to keep up with medical and school documents, and a way for counselors to communicate to their participants' guardians. OnBase is a secure document delivery system that is utilized by the Recreation section for program and camp age verification. RecTrack and WebTrack are both the same program. RecTrack is the internal side that employees use, and WebTrack is the public-facing interface. We use this site for almost all of our programming registration signups. You may receive training and admin permissions for any of these applications depending on your job title. This concludes the onboarding video training. I hope you have absorbed all of the information you can from this brief training video. Just a bit of advice for our new hires. Whether you are part-time, seasonal, or even a full-time civil service employee, never sell yourself short and always keep in mind that there are opportunities for growth all across the city of Lexington and especially within Parks and Recreation. You should be passionate about your job on good and bad days, and my hope for all incoming or existing employees is that you find what you love to do. Thank you for being here and being a part of our Lexington Parks and Recreation team. This concludes the onboarding video training. Please follow the QR code to fill out a brief survey about this training. Paper versions are available by request and can be found on the intranet under Parks and Recreation training resources. Thank you for being here and being a part of our Lexington Parks and Recreation team.